Hello everyone, welcome back to another Lunch Club with Teens Run DC. This is Coach Sal, and today we'll be talking about gratitude for our Lunch Club lesson. So there's an activity we're going to do, but first I want to ask you what gratitude means to you. What does it mean to be grateful? And what things do you do to figure out whether you're being grateful in your daily life or not? So thankfully, it's not a bogus notion that everything's fine and dandy. It's just taking the time every day to figure out what you appreciate. It's always the little things, and it means choosing and focusing your time to put attention on what you appreciate. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're blocking out any difficulties, but you're looking at things with a different perspective. So it can help us see that not everything is terrible, not all the time anyway. So practicing gratitude can open your heart up to tenderness, and you can experience it daily. And then you can also notice the many different things that you are grateful for every day. So if you look around, even the smallest things you don't even realize provide different things for you. Like right now I'm sitting outside and I'm grateful for the trees because they provide us with oxygen, and they're a fun way to have a little climbing gym outside if you ever climb trees. The same is true when it comes to people. We always often forget the people closest to us are the ones we're usually the most thankful to. Think about the little things that you do for different people every day. Have you picked up someone else's socks off the floor? Have you stayed late sometimes to just help someone out? Held a door open for a stranger? Or if you're watching TV at home, let your sibling have the remote for a while. But it's always good to always say thank you to people, and think about how it feels to you when no one bothers to say thank you. Do you sometimes fail to thank someone else? Remember that offering appreciation to someone else is a powerful way to strengthen and even repair emotional bonds. It's free and it makes other people feel better. It's not hard. Just say thank you, and every time you try to say thank you, just think about why you're saying thank you and really mean it. So here are some gratitude tips I have for you that you can write down. So these are the ones that I wrote down. So these are tips that I try to follow every day, and the first one is say thank you. So every time I try to say thank you, I try to think about how and why I'm saying thank you. Is it just a nonchalant thank you, yeah, thank you, or are you really focusing on the fact that you're appreciating that person? And remember what you appreciate most. So it's the little things. Always think about what are the day-to-day things that you are grateful for. And for that one, we're going to do a little activity down here so you can think about what you're appreciative of. And pay attention to your emotions. If you think about it, the more grateful you are, the more happier you'll be. It's sometimes really easy to just focus on all the negative aspects of life. Things might not be going your way, but if you sit down to think about the little things that you are really grateful for, it goes a long way. So following this, let's do the activity, 5 things that you're grateful for. So I want you to write down 5 things you're super duper grateful for, and it's not even big things. Think about the smaller things that you're really appreciative of. So you can follow by example. I'm gonna write down some of the things that I'm grateful for. So think about you woke up today. What was the first thing you're happy that you were grateful for? I know during this time I'm grateful for my health. So I'm healthy and I'm trying my best to take care of my health, and trying to follow all the social distancing rules that there are, just to make sure that we don't spread the virus. So that's my first one. And then my second one, well, this morning I had a little bit of time to cook a hearty breakfast, so I'm gonna say I was thankful for being able to make breakfast and have pancakes in the morning. And what else? I think I said earlier that I was grateful for the trees, which is true. I love trees, so I'm gonna write down that without trees, my life would definitely be sad. I'm grateful for the trees, and right now it's raining behind me, and I love rain, so I'm gonna write down rain. I'm grateful for rain, so it provides us with water. And last but not least, Teens Run DC. I'm grateful for our community and the friends I've made through Teens Run DC, and how we look out for each other and we have each other's backs, and we run together and have lunch club, and even though we're socially apart, we're still connecting online, and I love that. So here are my 5 things that I'm thankful for. So it's your turn, and I want you to write down what you're grateful for and leave it in the comments below, the 5 things that you're grateful for. And what I'm going to do with this paper is I'm going to stick it on the wall in my room so I can see it every day, so I can just make sure I practice the simple gratitude tips and I remember the little things that I'm grateful for. And yeah, that's it for Lunch Club today. See you next time.